Did you wake him up, girl? Babe, it's time to go.
Yeah, I have no energy, but we're gonna get through this. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna do this. Gotta get my ice vest here. Ooh, that's chilly. Put it in my cooler here. Then we got my cane. Okay, and then we're gonna get into the car, and over there I got my chauffeur. Am I awake? How's my hair? Oh, it's beautiful. So we're headed out to a place that I am really excited about. And today is gonna be brutal, even though we're pushing through it. It's gonna be brutal. It's like a heat index of like 110 degrees here in North Carolina, which I think it might be the hottest it's ever been. And the air conditioner in the house is not keeping up with 110 degree temperatures, and so none of us are really sleeping that well. Added to which the MS fatigue is going crazy, but I'm passionate about this. We are passionate about this, and this is a project we've been wanting to do forever. It's a new series. This is not a one-off. This is the first episode of the new series, and we're calling it the MS Ally Project. And what does that mean? Well, there are people in the community that we suspect know a lot more about what it feels like to have MS, but don't actually have MS. Sound confusing? Well, it's not. You know, this is such a lonely disease that I feel like if we can identify people out in the community that know what it's like to have MS symptoms, even if they don't have MS, then we have allies. Like, we have people that can understand. And that would just crush one little element of that feeling so alone with this disease. And that alone would be worth every effort. Are there other people? Are there other groups? Are there other communities? And if there are, who are they? And how do they relate to multiple sclerosis and the community of multiple sclerosis? I suspect a community like the firefighting community might have something in common with the MS community, but how much? So here we are in Battalion 1 in Winston, Salem. To find out. Here I have Captain Brent Howe of the Winston-Salem Battalion 1, right?
Battalion 1, Station 1, Ladder 1, Engine 1.
The number one on scene.
Number one on scene.
First to show, last to leave?
That's right.
Is that how it works?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's incredible. Right. The big deal with multiple sclerosis is that it's a lonely disease because not a lot of people understand what we're going through, because for a lot of us, we look fine. Who else out there in the community would understand what we're going through? It's kind of like 3 criteria. Maybe a career is something where you experience a lot of fatigue, where you experience a lot of heat, and where you experience a situation where if you're experiencing those first 2 things, you can't just give up and walk away, because that's our situation too. Like, we're stuck dealing with it, and it becomes a huge mental game. There's gotta be some similarities between what I deal with day to day and what people in your line of work deal with. I don't know. So that's what I wanted to find out. Are there other people in the community that could understand what we deal with MS that maybe we've never even considered?
Yeah, I mean, our schedule's kind of funky.
Okay.
So those weekend days where we're doing 24 on, 24 off, 24 on, those can be kind of tough, especially for the guys that are getting up 4 or 5 times a night on those weekend days. You get a day off and then you got to come right back in. But again, it's what we enjoy doing, and that's part of our job. And when it comes to the fatigue side, you can definitely feel that, especially on a 96-degree day. You're going to be pretty tired.
So, you know, it's interesting you talk about being super tired or fatigued. Okay, it sounds like we have that in common, and you guys don't get a full night's sleep a lot of the time, especially if you're running 3,000 calls a year.
Yep. It
sounds like
yeah,
there's a lot of sleepless nights.
Average is probably 1 or 2 a night sometimes, especially the engine. So they're first out on medical calls. So if a medical call comes in, more times than not, they're going to be the ones that are leaving the station first. So, I mean, it's not abnormal for them to get up 3, 4, or 5 times a night to go to a medical call. So those guys especially get hammered, but again, we love what we do, so we come right back the next day or the next shift and enjoy it again. So,
and I'm sure it's challenging. Like, if you can't make it for the next day because someone's sick or something, there's probably a little element of guilt there that you're leaving your brothers behind.
Yes,
I feel the same way with the family. Like, they went to the pool yesterday. I couldn't go. It was 96 degrees out. That would absolutely just shut me down for 3 days. and it's difficult. I mean, the fact that there's all these pictures on the wall tells me you guys have a pretty strong community.
We do.
This is kind of stepping out of the order of things. I got to see what's in your refrigerator, because you guys got to be eating clean to maintain this level of performance.
I can't make any promises. This one's got a little bit more stuff.
Oh yeah, see?
All about the sauces,
All
yeah, for sure.
about the sauces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
So
There you go.
everybody, especially at this station, I mean, all the stations are a little different, but this station we tend to, everybody will at least cook dinner. There's no telling what you're gonna get.
Top ramen.
We usually have some standards. Sloppy Joes are usually on the list.
How critical is caffeine?
That's very critical.
Yeah, we're no stranger to
Yeah.
Yeah.
caffeine. Okay, so you got like the 24-hour stimulants going on, and then you've got the decently healthy food. That's very MS-like. We definitely have our cheat days, which we pay for dearly, but I'm guessing a lot of you guys are not 50 years old like me.
We typically cook dinner. I mean, there's some days where the ladder calls the engine and we're like, hey, we haven't made it to the store yet because we've been busy. So y'all care if we just go out and...
That's very similar to MS, because there's a lot of days where we pack the refrigerator full of like really healthy food because it's all about anti-inflammatory stuff, and then just don't have the energy to cook it. And then I found myself eating a pizza that night going, okay, I'm gonna pay for this tomorrow, but I don't care. I just gotta get through today.
Yep.
That's how it works.
So let's talk about optic neuritis.
My vision either fogs over, it goes double, or it just all, one eye or both eyes can just kind of go out. Do you have anything from a firefighting experience that would be similar to that?
Yeah, so when you go into a house or a structure that's on fire and it's really smoky, I mean, you're going from outside where you can see everything to instantly blackout. I mean, you might as well take your hand over your eyes and you can't see anything. So everything's by feel or sound. So we go from, and then you got to add the heat onto that. So you're going from normal day-to-day conditions to now I've got this mask on and it's total blackout. I can't see anything and I can feel heat and there's radios going on, tools are going, people are talking. I mean, you're losing one of your senses essentially. Same thing like you're saying. I mean, you're totally losing a sense that you're used to having all day, every day, right?
Yeah. So that's interesting, because you guys are losing, here I'll get closer. So you guys are losing your vision and you're kind of trusting your senses. And what's interesting about this is you talk about feeling your way around. I'm assuming you guys are wearing gloves. Our hands go numb. Mm-hmm. So we're feeling our way around. I used to freak her out because I would like feel my way over the oven or stick my hand in boiling water on accident, and she would freak out, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Maybe we can see some of the gear. I'm guessing like the gloves are super thick.
They are, yep. Yeah, we got my gears out there in the bay. We
let's
can
go
go
take a
look
look.
at it. Yeah. This is the guys on Platoon 1.
Hi, Platoon 1.
You do still have full, field of view with it on, but again, when you go inside, you might as well just put your hand over your face because that's all you're going to be able to see.
Really?
So, and the crazy thing is we haven't been in some of these houses before. Some of them we've gone on medical calls, but a lot of them we've never been in them. So we're going, not only can we not see, not only is it hot, but now we're going into a place we've never been before. So now we really have to rely on each other, number one, but number two, we got to rely on our hands and our other senses.
That's like going to Costco with MS.
How heavy is your equipment?
It's 75 to 100 pounds. Well, that's the turnout gear and then the air pack. So
This is so heavy, and you put the jacket on, and you got the boots and the pants.
yep, and then your tools. So this is a thermal imaging camera.
Let me see something. Yep, my wife's hot.
You have to say that.
I had to say it. It's obligatory.
But
That's really
yeah.
cool. I just have to say this. The heat coming off this truck is insane. So just like standing in proximity to this truck is hot in itself. It's probably 110 degrees right here.
the coat, it's not too heavy.
Oh, okay.
It's not too bad if you want to hold it, put it on. Yep.
Whoa, that's not heavy for him. That's lofty. That's got to weigh 25 pounds.
Yeah. The whole ensemble is probably about 25 pounds.
Oh my God. How do you do this so quickly?
They train.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
jeez. Okay, I never knew this, but you see them running around and and like turning the faucet things and doing all that. This thing's kind of hard to move in.
It is. So the biggest limitation is up, because once you put that pack on, now you're really limited to about right here because of the shoulder straps and the weight of the pack. So it just takes getting kind of acclimated to it. But
you never have to do this, not like on ladders and stuff.
No, not on ladders.
Not on ladders.
Yeah.
A huge ladder. Ladder number one, and
Yeah.
you can't lift your arms up. So. Wow, and then you got the body cam.
Yep.
You want it? Can she try it
Yeah,
on?
sure.
Because like if I can describe how MS feels on a bad day, this is it. Like it's hot, it's heavy, my whole body feels like that. And that's even without the pants.
Oh no, I don't like this at all.
And
This sucks.
that feels like a flare-up.
Okay.
Like everything is hard to move.
So this is the hood. So this one goes on underneath your coat, and then when you put your mask on, you put your hood on, and then your helmet goes on top. But I mean, it's like wearing a toboggan or stocking cap or whatever you want to call it, and this just holds heat.
Oh my
So-
God. So the whole idea is put on as much clothing as you can and then run into a fire.
Yeah.
And one thing I think people with MS suffer from, if they don't have a lot of leg issues, is the upper body strength. And we feel that just go away and go away. And putting on that jacket felt exactly like that. Like I tried to lift my arms up, I'm like, I've been here, I felt this. I'm hot, I'm uncomfortable, and the captain here knows exactly how I feel. And that's awesome. Like, I love that. Like, I don't get to tell it to other people. Even my neurologist doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I talk about all the time in my channel is like, my neurologist knows what my disease is. My neurologist doesn't know how my disease feels. But this guy does, and those guys sitting over at the table definitely do. And that is like awesome. This is the reason I wanted to do this episode, is because I suspected there are other people out in the community that just understand the heat, the fatigue, the tiredness, the limitations physically with the eyes, with the legs, with the arms, and the fact that like we can't just call it quits and go home. Like if we don't like the way things are feeling, that's the way it's going.
Yeah.
And so I'm very appreciative that we could actually point this out, because I had no idea that you were dealing with this level of weight and this level of commitment. How do you mentally prepare yourself every morning? Because I know when I wake up with MS in the morning, I'm not feeling good. I'm like, I just still got to get through the day. I still got to be a dad. I still got to be a husband. I still got to do what I have to do to hopefully make $1 with this dang disease.
Yeah. So I think just like you've talked about the community, right? So I know that I've got 4 or 5 other guys that are going to rely on me to be here and do my job and do it the way that we've trained on doing it. So that's a big motivator. The community is definitely the big part. I mean, knowing that I've got the guys that are going through the same thing and the girls that are going through the same thing, I mean, you can't just quit. You can't just give up. So, and they're going through the same things too, right? So a lot of it is just talking in the bay, or like they're doing over there. I mean, talking at the table, and if we're having a downtime or having a hard time with something, whether it's here or whether it's at home, kids, like you said, something going on at the house, like we just sit out here and talk, and that's really the biggest help. So it sounds like it's the same thing for you.
Yeah, the similarities are like crazy awesome. It's the same thing. I wake up loving making this content. Even though I'm hot as hell right now, my vision's starting to go, I'm shaky because I'm getting too hot. I'm motivated. Like I want to be here with you doing this right now, because I'm bringing this to my community. And by the way, my YouTube community, like they leave tons of comments. We have tons of conversations. There are younger people that have just been diagnosed, like you have younger firefighters that don't have kids, that maybe aren't married, but are dealing with the reality of their situation. And then there are people that are much older than me that have been living with this disease for 15, 20 years. And the breadth of information that people exchange in the community is staggeringly awesome, and the quality of it. It's like, you just gotta, the general message is you just gotta keep pushing on because it's not going anywhere, but we can rely on each other to make it just a little bit easier. So I have, and a lot of people have this with multiple sclerosis, we have bladder spasms. Like we tend to pee ourselves. That's the way it is. It's just the reality of the situation. And when my fingers start going numb and I gotta work the buttons in my zippers, I piss my pants a lot, which is a lot of fun. And that leads me to the next question. What do you guys do when you're fighting a fire and you gotta pee? Do you pee in your suit? Because I pee in my pants.
No, we don't pee in our suit. We just kind of do what we have to do.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Unwrap all of that gear to go to the bathroom.
yeah.
All right. That's good to know.
Gosh, you're so funny.
Captain Brett, you want to try on the ice vest?
Sure.
It's a piece
Yeah.
of MS gear that's ridiculously dorky, but incredibly functional. I mean, when they put on their ridiculous looking gear, everybody's like, oh my God, it's a firefighter. And when I put on mine, everybody runs away.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I'll try it.
All right. What do you guys think about the captain? Is he a good captain? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll turn the camera off, we'll do it again. What do you guys think about the captain? Thank you. These are the guys of Battalion 1. But this is a super sexy ice vest. And you put it on just like a normal vest.
Yeah, so we actually, EMS carries something like this for days like today.
Oh, really?
And we can actually, like, you can come out of the fire or whatever the emergency is and put one of these on to try to get you to cool down. So,
Perfect.
yeah, we actually have one. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Notice he's like, okay, now get it off.
No, you're good.
He's like, no, you
No.
need it.
Okay, so we did a tour with Captain Brett here. It was incredible. There are a lot of crossovers. I kind of feel like I have a community added on to the MS community. We're not alone. Like, this is awesome. And there may be other people out there that have similar challenges in their careers, but like, this was a huge eye-opener. So it's clear we have some of the same challenges, we have some of the same camaraderie. And again, this is Captain Brett Howe. I appreciate it. Thank you for your
Absolutely.
time so much.
So nice to meet you.
Fantastic. We're done here. It is really hot. The fire station went on a call. Thanks for getting the car. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I was totally not expecting that. I was not expecting, I don't think we were expecting that level of crossover.
I wasn't.
So I guess for the MS community, the next time we see firefighters out there, we know they're allies. We can just run up and give them a big hug. Unless they're running into a burning building, don't do that. Or scare them. Don't scare them. Ladies, behave. Behave. I know they're firefighters. Behave. So if you found this episode entertaining and inspiring, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because the more people that know about other folks out there that might be able to identify with our symptoms, I think the less lonely this disease is going to feel. I'm Cliff. This is Life with MS. And we're out.